o'clock, an elder from Bad River, Joe Rose Sr., is going to come because I gave tobacco for that feast. Because I know what's happening here, okay? This is all coming down. Last night I was at a meeting at Northland. We were listening to Ann McCameron Soltis talk about treaty rights. And there was a big crowd there. And I raised this point. Back in the 1837 treaty at St. Peter's, they were navigating, trying to negotiate what's the value of this white pine timber, which covered all this land. Billions and billions of board feet of timber that was being taken to be made into Chicago and farms in Iowa and everything like that. But the tribes were negotiating in English, even though that they spoke Anishinaabe Moen. But two headmen, Flatmouth and the Gadigabo, got out. And they said during this negotiation, we reserve the trees that give us life and the waters from which we drink. Now they said that in Indian, but it got translated into, we want the maple trees and we want hunting and fishing. You know, when I raised that question with the attorney last night, you guys are listening to this, I'm glad. You suits are listening to this story, because at some point this is going to come down. It may be 5 years from now, maybe 6 years from now. But the question of what those maple trees mean to the Anishinaabe and their allies, of which I am one, is going to be met. So I want you to think about that. When we tap a tree, I've been making sugar since 1990. We get about a quart of syrup. And we could, sell that in Bayfield or one of these farm markets for $20. But you knock a stick down, what do you get? You get $5, $6, $20, I don't know. But that forest is gone for 150 years. I laid out in my cot all summer listening to that maple forest be taken away from that mining site. And you know what? I wept for them trees. I really am a tree hugger. You know why? Because it saved my life. The trees saved my life. That's what happened. The maple trees saved my life. We stayed warm all winter with sugar maple that Russell Buck sold us. We couldn't have found dry wood like that anywhere in the country. I survived this winter because of that sugar maple. And now we want to blow up that mountain. I want to make sure, okay? That's what I want. So you come and see us, we'll feed you. The camp's open, there'll be a ceremony, and somebody from the tribe will tap that tree on Saturday. There will be a tree tapping, okay? And eventually there'll be boiling of sap and they'll be making sugar. That's what we do in the spring. Thanks for your attention. Be with you.
Steve?
Good afternoon. I'm Steve Scherter. I am a displaced Hoosier. I retired up here in beautiful Iron County. I didn't retire up here to mess it up. But as I hear phrases about sustainable farming, I'm sorry, I'm from Newton County, Indiana. You people don't know what sustainable farm ground is. What do you want up here? Auto parts plant? How about a paper plant? What do we got? What I hear the old timers talk about. They talk about mining. Here's my mayor. He knows where I live. Am I on the downslope of a mine, Mr. Mayor? But you can do it. We've done it by my hometown in northwestern Indiana, big open pit mine. West central Indiana, big, huge open pit mine. It's, as I told Bill Williams, open pit is so ugly it's a sin. You know, it's really the only way to get this out. And if you do it in a certain fashion, monitor, look over their shoulder. I don't care how much it costs the mining company to do all these surveys and to produce the results. They've done this bulk sampling, so we know what's there. If you don't know what's there, you're speaking from ignorance. And personally, I've never found ignorance to be beneficial. Right now, the biggest export we have in Iron County is our youth. As they leave town, so they can come back